What's up, guys? This is Sin with Vengeance, and I am back here with another MLB 16, the show, Baltimore Orioles franchise. And today, the 89 and 72 Orioles in game number 162 need a win to secure a playoff berth here against the New York Yankees at Yankee Stadium, as we are only one game ahead of the Tampa Bay Rays, and the Boston Red Sox have fallen apart here in the last few games of the season. Their last 10, they've actually lost 8 straight, so they are clearly out of playoff contention at this point. Kind of sucks to see a team fall apart like that, but what can you do? We have to win, and we're in. If we lose and the Rays and Angels win, we are out. So we do have to come out with a win just to be safe. If we win and the Rays win and the Angels lose, then we are in still. But I think if we win, Angels win, Rays lose, I think we're still in. But it would just be better off to be a winner just for our sake, so we can have at least a secure playoff spot and have home field advantage for that one game wild card, either against the Angels or the Rays. So you take a look at the National League as well. You see the Dodgers and Nationals have already clinched. It sucks that a 92-win team is going to be sitting at home this postseason. You know, those teams there, I mean, man, kind of call me crazy here, but this is kind of the reason why I want to see the MLB expand the playoffs a little bit more. Whether it's 6 teams or 8 teams, I don't know, but that's just something that I thought of. You know, have those 7, 8 seeds or whatever fight it out. Those last few playoff spots, fight it out for like a 1-game playoff or whatever, because those, that's just my personal opinion. I feel like a team that wins 90 games should have at least a shot to make the playoffs. Obviously, the standings say otherwise, but I mean, a team that wins 90 games is obviously a contender in my opinion. But anyway, you take a look at some stats here. Kevin Gausman has had a fantastic season. Too bad he's not up for any awards or anything like that. Zach Britton's going for 50 saves. He could get 50 saves if he gets the save today, but we'll see if he has the opportunity to when the time comes. But Chris Tillman will be on the mound today for the Orioles, and he'll be facing Pineda again. We faced Pineda last time, and we had troubles against him, but we feel like this time we might have a better feel out, considering that there's a lot at stake today, a lot of playoff lives being at stake today. There's 3 teams that are contending for one, or well, technically 2, but technically fighting for their playoff lives. So Chris Davis is also going for 40 home runs as well. He's going to probably get the Silver Slugger at first base. Wouldn't see why not. I mean, you could say, well, Edwin Encarnacion's been playing a lot of DH this year anyway, so he probably wouldn't be able to get it at first base anyway. Zach Britton going to get the Reliever of the Year award right there, because obviously he's been lights out all year. I think he's only blown like 1 or 2 saves. I think it was 2. I'm not sure. But Manny Machado not going to get the Gold Glove this year unless Mike Moustakas somehow makes like 3 or 4 errors in one game, which I don't see happening. So it's nice to see that we're getting honorable mentions at least. Just shows how good those players are. Adam Jones out there getting a Silver Slugger as well, potentially. 36 home runs is no joke for Adam Jones. I mean, he has the power to do it every year, but I mean, sometimes he does it, sometimes he does. Sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't, but I mean, it happens. So anyway, we're going to get on with this final game here at Yankee Stadium. Adam Jones is actually going to sit out so we can get him some rest and get him ready for the playoffs, as this is game number 162. We win, and we're in. We lose, well, things could get interesting. So you see right here, we do have a lot at stake. A lot at stake. I'm actually quite nervous to play this game, because last time I faced Pineda, we didn't do so well. This time around, I'm hoping to at least get his number. And fun fact about this game, this is the wind is blowing out to right field in Yankee Stadium today. So you take a look at where the wind is blowing. And you see it's blowing pretty nicely. The wind's blowing at about 10 miles per hour. And if we can get some good shots to right field, hey, we could take them very, very far. So the wind tells it all. If the wind's blowing in, it could be a long day for the hitters. If the wind's blowing out, hey, long day for the pitchers. You see Chris Tillman on the mound, 13-7 on the year, having a pretty decent season. 3.3 ERA, has over 210 innings pitched so far, considering he's probably going to go about 5 or 6 innings today if he, has an average start. But right here, we do give up a base hit to Jacoby Ellsbury. Paredes has a trouble picking that one up, and Ellsbury's on second because of that. If we would have picked it up cleanly, he might still be on first. But later on, it is going to be a little ground out to Bird. He's going to get the RBI. As I thought the safe play to first was probably going to be the best bet, considering it's only the first inning. It's not like this is the bottom of the ninth. If this was the bottom of the ninth, obviously I would have thrown home. But top of the first, not too worried. I'd rather take the easy out. You see right there, Manny Machado makes a nice play over there as Teixeira. We tried to do the shift, and that's why it took him so long to get there, is because we tried to pull the shift on Teixeira, and we still made the out regardless, so that's always good. Machado gets a base hit right here, and we could get something cooking here. We gotta get the juices flowing here. Last time we faced Pineda, I think we only scored like 1 run on it during his entire start. Later on, it's Jonathan Scope at the plate. Jonathan Scope, you know how he's been doing, but this time he doesn't do so well. Turns in a double play, and that's going to end the inning. Not so good right there, man. You got to do better than that. Here's Starlin Castro with Tillman pitching, and this is where things get a little bit interesting. I was going to throw a knuckle curve right here, but it kind of backfired on me on that one. I don't know why. I was like, oh, he's going to hit him. Oh, Jesus, it didn't hit him. So Carlos Beltran right here is going to take this one to deep right field, and that one's going to reach the upper deck, I think. And the Yankees have a 3-0 lead, so now we're in a bit of trouble here, as Chris Tillman has not done well at all so far in his first 2 innings. You see right here, we do get out of it, though. Only giving up 2 runs in the process, but yet it's a 3-0 lead for the Yankees. We got to do better than that. Young-Soo Kim at the plate this time, and look at this monstrous shot to right as that one goes sneaking past the pole in the upper deck for a home run, and that cuts it down to 3-1. So first home run you've seen out of Young-Soo Kim in a video. He's got 13 on the year, so he's had a pretty solid year, I think. Not like super spectacular, obviously. He's only got 13 home runs. He's batting at the bottom of the order at most of the time, but he's had a pretty solid year at the plate. I'm not gonna discredit the guy. He's had a pretty solid year. But later on, Joey Rickard, just gonna get out and go to the outfield. Now it's 3-1 here. Let's see what Chris Tillman can do to settle down this Yankee offense. Chris Davis does make a nice play to deflect the ball from going to the outfield, so that's a good heads-up play right there on that aspect. But he could have made the play at first, but who knows? But Manny Machado does get the out right there, and we escape without giving up a run in an inning. So hopefully that means Chris Tillman settled down just a little bit. But Jimmy Paredes taking that one. That's a beam to right field, and that one's going to leave the ballpark in a hurry, as now it's down to 3-2 as Pineda doing what he does best this year, it seems like. Michael Pineda just not – in real life, I work with this guy who's a big-time Yankees fan. Yep, a Yankees fan in Iowa, right? But he says Michael Pineda pretty much does this on a daily – well, not a daily, but every time he plays, it seems like. He hasn't had the strongest of years, but I don't watch Yankees baseball, so I wouldn't know. But Chris Davis, let's go back-to-back. Why not? That pitch was way up in the zone. Chris Davis is like, that's a meatball, and that's a goner. So now it's tied after Chris Davis and Jimmy Paredes go back-to-back. And now things are getting a little bit interesting. Buck Showalter's obviously happy. And Chris Davis hits his 40th home run of the season. So now we're tied. And let's see what Jonathan Scope can do. We're going to give him the green light on 3-0 considering how hot he's been. But look at the spat just sliced into a million pieces. As Starlin Castro's like, I'll get out of the way of the bat and I'll still make the play. Later on, it's Castro again. Let's see if we don't hit him this time, as we don't want the ball to hit him again, because the last time he was at the plate, he got hit pretty hard. We don't want to do that again now, do we? We don't want to give him a base runner again. As Castro's still trying to find a way to get there. He does strike out, but the ball does go to the backstop, and Castro's on first safely. So we're playing with 4 outs here, which is crazy, right? See right here, they do get another base hit right there from Bird, as Bird has done pretty good job today. But later on, we are going to get the out right here at first, as Chris Davis is going to take it to the bag, and that is going to end it. So we played with 4 outs there a little bit, but it doesn't look like it's going to hurt us too badly, right? So 3-3 here in the 5th inning as Matt Wieters, bat flip it all, get it out. That one's gone, and it gives the O's the lead 4-3. Matt Wieters just gave it a ride. That's a moonshot. The bat flip and all, too, just showing off. And now the Orioles have a 4-3 lead off of Wieters' 20th home run of the season. Man, well, we got a lot of players that have 20-plus home runs. I don't know how many exactly. I'll have to take a look at the tallies when I start the playoff series against either the Rays or the Angels, but we'll see about that. We'll see how many home runs we have, how many players we have with 20-plus home runs. I don't know about that for sure yet. But looks like Starlin Castro's back up to his usual ways of making errors. Even at second base, he couldn't get quite a good hold at that one, so that's going to count as an error, and Hyung-Soo Kim's on first on the error. So later on, Jimmy Paredes hitting that one back up the middle for a base hit, and we have something cooking here. With 2 away, too. So Chris Davis back at the plate. With a full count, the runners will go, and it's a ball 4. So now base is loaded for Mark Trumbo, who's been quite the threat here at the plate ever since we put him in the DH, the permanent DH spot. 0-1 count with 2 away, and this one's driven to right, and can it leave? No, it cannot. Not quite the distance, obviously. That was still quite like a good 50 feet away. But it was still really good contact. And I got a little excited there for a second because you know when the bases are loaded, things get a little bit like jumpy. Anyway, we get out of the inning here. Chris Tillman's been really kind of settled down ever since those first 2 innings where he gave up all those runs. But here, Matt Wieters have another one. That's his 21st of the year, and it's now 5-3. So now Matt Wieters having himself a ball game. Pineda is just giving up home runs left and right. He's given up 5 home runs this game. All 5 runs have been due to the solo home run. And it seems like the Oriole thing to do, to be honest. Like, the Orioles do have a lot of power in their lineup, and that's what makes them so scary. It seems like the Oriole thing to do to pretty much get 5 runs on 5 home runs. But J.J. Hardy got not so much good wood on it. It was kind of right to Starlin Castro on that broken bat hit. Mark Teixeira, though, going to deep left. And he takes that one out for his 26th home run of the season. And it's now 5-4. Chris Tillman pretty much going to sit this. Well, he's going to finish this inning, but he's going to be done after this, obviously. He does get out of it, though. And, 6 innings, 4 earned. Not a quality start. We have the lead. It's okay. We will find a way, hopefully, to come out with the win. But here in the 7th, Jimmy Paredes going to pop this one up to Bird right here. And Bird's going to grab that one quite easily for the out. So now we go into the bottom of the 7th here with Despaigne on the mound. And he's been solid this year. His ERA is 1.71 going in. Man, it's okay. It's okay to draw a walk. Let him have the walk. But we have 2 away here with Brett Gardner at the plate, and he pops up. Despaigne, like I said, he's been solid. 1.71 ERA this season. And hopefully that carries into the postseason. Hopefully his play can continue in the postseason. That would be amazing. And here in the 8th, Manny Machado takes this one into deep left center field, and that one is going to be a wall-scraping home run. They all count the same, and it's now 6-4. 6 runs off of 6 home runs. But, hey, if that's what has to be done, it has to be done. That's what the Orioles do. They have a lot of power in their lineup, and it shows. It's now 6-4. Manny Machado hits a 403-foot home run. It's 25th, and let's see if it holds up. Let's see if we can continue to do work here at the plate here. Starlin Castro throws out Jonathan Scope to end the inning, and here in the 8th, Despaigne is still on the mound. 22 pitches in, but he does give up a nice solid double right here. Is it gonna be a double? Is it gonna be a double? Yeah, it's gonna be a double. Yeah, with his speed, I was kind of thinking like maybe he won't make it to second, but he does. So later on, it's Castro at the plate. Despaigne with the pitch, and this one's gonna find a hole in the field. Oh, look at Joey Rickard not getting that one, as that might have held the runner right there over at third. With that slow of speed, he might have stayed if that was cleanly played. So we do give up a run right there, increasing Despanier's ERA to 1.91. But we do get the strikeout right there, getting Despanier pumped up here for the top of the ninth as J.J. Hardy is going to draw a walk here to get himself on base. And with the top of the lineup nearing, this has the potential to be a very good inning. As you see, Joey Rickards smashes this one in the center field base hit. Liking what I'm seeing for these first two plate appearances here. That you guys have seen anyway. Hyung-Soo Kim got out the last time, but here's with 2 out. Jimmy Paredes batting from the right side this time. He's going to take a nice solid hit to left field, and this one's going to hit up against the wall. And I got a little bit unknowledged there. I thought for a second that I pressed the right button to move the players from position to position, from base to base, but obviously I didn't. That was my fault. But now things are getting a little interesting with Zach Britton on the mound, going for his 50th save of the season. Can he do it? Yes, he can, as the Orioles are going to the playoffs. Final score 7-5, and the winner of the Rays-Angels thing staying in the standings will determine that who we play in that playoff game. Who do you guys think it will be? Will it be the Angels or will it be the Rays? Leave it down in the comment section below. What a great season. 90 wins to go to the playoffs. That's pretty remarkable for this team, considering that not many people have really thought of us as a playoff contender. I mean, we were supposed to be pretty good, but I don't think people expected us to be this good. And honestly, it's kind of awesome to see, considering that how good of a bullpen we've had. The starting pitching has been kind of mediocre, but I mean, we don't have a starting pitcher in our rotation that's got a below 3 ERA, so it's kind of something to improve on. But the bullpen was certainly a big factor this season in our hitting too. Chris Davis, Manny Machado, Matt Wieters, Jonathan Scope, Adam Jones. They've all made big contributions to this big playoff run that we've had, and I can't wait to put it on full display here in the postseason. It's going to be awesome, guys. Cannot wait for that. So if you guys did enjoy, make sure you guys drop a like. And if you're new to this channel at all, hit that subscribe button down below. But until next time, my name is Sim with Vengeance, and I'm out. Peace.
Score this afternoon. First for the victorious Orioles. 7 runs, 11 hits, 1 error. They left 6 men on base. Yankees, 5 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors. They left 6 men on base. The winning pitcher is Chris Tillman. His record is now 14-7. Credit the save to Zach Britton. His